everybody. So this is the Leapers Recon Flex bipod. This happens to be a key mod, direct key mod mount one. I'm not sure right off the top of my head if they make an M-lock mount, but I have chosen key mod because I really like it. Anyway, let the hate begin. I bought this because at one point in time I was going to use this rifle, and it still might happen, as a dedicated scoped rifle, as opposed to the magnifier and red dot. Now its range is from, so I'm going to get a couple little things out of the way real quick. Its range is from 8.5 to 11.5 inches. It's aircraft aluminum. It's got a baked on powder coating, rubber foot ends. It adjusts from straight with the firearm both ways by just lifting this collar here to in between, 90, in between, and straight back out again. Now for the good, the bad, and the ugly. One of the things, so one thing I do like about this is that it's not very expensive. It's 40 bucks on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description to an affiliate link in case you guys want to check them out. They're 13.5 ounces, so they're not very heavy. They are direct mount to the key mod rail, which means there's not any extra bulk out or down. Don't mind the hand grip. Like I said, I just threw these back on here in order to do this video. I do like, in a certain way, that they get completely out of the way, leaving the rifle flat on the bottom. That way, if you have a sandbag, a backpack, tree branches, whatever it is that you're going to rest the rifle on, you don't have something like those spring-loaded bipods that mount on the bottom that is interfering with a nice cradle. So that is super cool about these. That does leave it flat on the bottom. However, that they have to go somewhere, and they go on the sides, which means that if you are going to use this for anything other than a dedicated scoped rifle that you're always going to use the bipod for, you're now trying to, unless you're doing this dumbass magwell grip, you're now trying to reach around these things depending on where you have them mounted. And of course you would want them mounted as far forward as possible. Now they seem very strong. I've used them several times. They seem very strong. They are mounted with Allen head hardware. Again, made of aluminum, powder coated, very nice. I think they would work, like I said, very well on a dedicated bipod rifle, something that you do a lot of target shooting with, that you're going to take it out of your rifle bag, flip these down, and go to work. Now on the description on Amazon, they call this spring-loaded. They're not spring-loaded. Unless they mean this lever here is spring-loaded, in which case that's true. So what you have is all these different locking places right here, and you can hear them. You can hear it cycle through them. Maybe not with that guy shooting, right? So they do have very positive locks, and I do like that. I have not had this thing try to collapse on me while shooting it in its most outward position. So that is the lock lever. Nice rubber feet. This is to keep it in place if you don't want it to accidentally, right? These little rotating knobs here on both sides will keep it from going back in and coming out, no matter what you do. So that is a nice feature as well. Now I believe Leapers, UTG, I believe they're an often overlooked company. I think they have come a long way with their products. I think they make, for a budget line of stuff, I think they make actually some really good stuff. No, it's not this one, it's on my other upper. I actually have a UTG, it's on my 10.5 inch upper. I have a UTG flip to the side magnifier. This is actually a UTG buttstock. If I can remember what it's called, it's really comfortable. I'll put it in the description below. Oh, in fact, I just noticed that even my QD mount here is made by UTG. And then, of course, this bipod, which I don't keep on here. I think they're a company, again, very much often overlooked, just because the internet has told people that expense always equals quality, and that is certainly not the case all the time, although it is sometimes, and I think UTG is one of the exceptions. Now, I bought this. UTG did not send this to me. Leapers did not send this to me. I bought these, and like I said, it was out of pure curiosity. I had used the ones on the bottom before, all the springs and all that stuff, because this was going to be a dedicated scope rifle, in which it still may end up being that way. If so, I will put these back on and leave them on. If not, if you're not going to use it as a dedicated scoped bipoded rifle, I think these get in the way. I think ultimately they get in the way. I think if you were to put them any farther back, they would get in the way of the ejection port. And of course, you're not going to do this because you are going to burn them up with your muzzle device. And I don't know, and of course the rubbers and all that other stuff, it's just goofy. But I do think they have a place. And at 40 bucks, I don't feel like I wasted my money. I think these are either going to end up on this rifle permanently or on a rifle in the future someday. So that's all I got for you for this. The Leapers Recon Flex. This is the Key Mod bipod. Check it out again. I'm going to put an Amazon affiliate link in the description of the video. Also, don't forget to check out the other links in there. I have started writing again, and so if you go to the website, rttgunsgear.com, you will see the first article that I have written in a very long time. That's all I got. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you later.